What is up, real ones? Welcome back to another episode of Real Pre-Workout Reviews, the only pre-workout show that I know of that you get my no bullshit real opinion on a whole bunch of pre-workouts that you all recommend. If you're unfamiliar with the show, basically what we do is we put pre-workouts to the test on 4 primary categories. Those categories are taste, gym performance, post and during workout crash, as well as overall value of the pre-workout. We combine those 4 together and we get you an overall rating on a scale of 0 to 5 to see if this pre-workout is one that you're going to want to try and put in your workout routine. All right, the intro's out of the way. Let's get right into it. Today we are putting Charged by Steel to the test. Steel's pre-workout is one I've actually never tried before, and one that I've heard good things about. So I'm hoping that this is going to blow me away and really charge up my workout, you know? I chose the strawberry watermelon flavor for this one, and we'll see. We'll see how it does. It recommends between 8 and 10 ounces of water. I'm choosing to do 8 so I get as much of the flavor as possible. Let's charge this shit up. And yes, my personal favorite. Drop that powder. Boom. Good yeah, good yeah. Then you do the Great British Shake Off. Get it. Then we put it to the test. Cheers, real ones. Now you always go back for more. Alright, cutting the shit. This one's kind of just mediocre for me. It doesn't particularly taste like strawberry or watermelon, or a combination thereof. I would say heavier on the strawberry side. There's quite a bit of artificial taste to it though. I'll be honest about that. Definitely not the worst. It is drinkable, but I think there's definitely room for improvement. So for all those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate this a 3.7 in terms of taste. It doesn't reach new heights. There's a lot of room for improvement. It's drinkable, but it's not great. So we're going to put it right there and let it sit happy there. Real ones, I'm going to pop back in here for just a minute, and we're going to try something that we have never tried before on Real Pre-Workout Reviews, but I think it's warranted in this case. Spoiler alert for the later rankings, but this pre does pretty well. And quite frankly, I felt like there's a chance that this taste might be unnaturally lowering the rating. So I wanted to go ahead and give Steel the benefit of the doubt. I reached out to them, and they were kind enough to send me a sample packet of another flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a second flavor rating here. I'm going to average those 2 out for our overall taste score. So for this taste test, we're going ahead and using Candy Bliss. I believe it's like a Skittles type of taste. That's when I reached out to their customer service. That's the one that they recommended, that at least the individual I spoke with recommended. So I went ahead and rolled with it. As always, same amount of water, but we get to do the best part again. Little powder drop. Oh, baby. Always a good time. Don't shake, Jake. All right, for our second taste rating, I'm going to go ahead and rate Charged AF Candy Bliss. Cheers. Second sip. See, that's much better. I wouldn't say it's amazing, so not like anything too crazy here. But it's definitely more drinkable, a little bit of artificialness in the back end, more or closer to the actual flavor that you want it to be though. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. I think it's somewhere right in the middle there. And for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate this flavor a 4.1 in terms of taste. Now what that does is we're going to take our 3.7 from earlier, our 4.1 from just now, and we're going to go ahead and average those out together for our final ranking and give it a 3.9. I think that's more fair, honestly. This taste, I was expecting the second one to be a little bit better than it was, to be honest, but you know me, I'm always going to rate it fairly what I actually think. So I think a 3.9 for an average of 2 taste ratings, that makes me more confident that I'm rating it appropriately for where it's at, or where it should be rather. So all right, without any further ado, we're going to give that updated 3.9 for taste for final answer for Charged as Fuck. Let's go get our lift on. All right, but as I mentioned in my intro, taste is only one part of a 4-part equation. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to dive into a chest and back workout. You're going to see the workout the whole way through, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the gym performance, the post and during workout crash. Damn, I'm having a brain crash right now. And then we're going to also rate it on value to get that overall 0 to 5 ranking. If at any point you want to just skip ahead, check the chapters. They're down there somewhere. You can skip right to whatever part or parts mean most to you and that you care about. But other than that, let's go get fucking swole. Welcome back, real ones, from that wonderful little workout that we just went through. So, I bet you're all wondering, how'd Steel Charge do in terms of performance, crash, and value? Well, it's a good thing you're here, because I'm going to tell you. Coming off that cumulative rating of a 3.9 in terms of taste, let's dive right into the performance for Charged AF by Steel. Honestly, this one was really solid. I was very pleasantly surprised. The ingredients list on the surface didn't really blow me away, but at the same time, there's a lot of good stuff in there and you feel it. Solid workout, solid energy, solid momentum, good focus. I wouldn't, say it blew me away. That kind of sums up my rating right there. It was very good. I would even borderline great. But it was not the best of the best at any one part of that, if that makes sense. It was very solid. I would absolutely take this as kind of like an everyday pre-workout. Caffeine's a little bit higher than I normally like for every day, so maybe, every day that you're going to go pretty hard. This might be a good, really good option there in terms of performance. So for all those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate this a 4.5 in terms of performance. I think that just about sums up that it's very good, deserves to be in the conversation with some of these heavy hitters, but doesn't quite hit the same way as some of our top pre-workouts have. It didn't quite lift me to those new heights. Now, flipping the script entirely, let's talk about the crash. And what I mean by that is this one did blow me away. This pre-workout had me straight up like buzzing with energy the rest of the day. I don't know if it just took longer to hit me or if I just had the right stuff in my system that it stayed with me. But both times I used it, I had an amazing come down from it. I was energized, I was focused all day, I got a lot accomplished, which with ADHD, that's kind of hard for me. So it gave me damn near superpowers in terms of my ability to focus the rest of the day, my ability to get shit done, which usually after workout, I'm dead to the world. Y'all can go fuck off after that. But this one was quite the opposite. I was really pleased, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it the rating it deserves. Steel Charge is a 5 in terms of crash. I have not had a product that has had a better come down for the rest of the day. And kept me energized, kept me motivated, kept me moving without headaches, without jitters, with none of that shit. So I think there's no way I can think of to improve this. So I think that 5 is fitting. All right, we have a good but not great taste. We have a very solid performance rating and an amazing crash rating. How does it do in terms of value? This one, I'll cut the bullshit again. It did really good. I think personally, this is where you're starting to get into the higher range of pre-workouts that it's going to cost some money to get. I'm going to preface everything with that. Well, that said, this one is $50 for 30 servings, and each of those servings has the 375 milligrams of caffeine. You got the 3.2 beta-alanine. Hell, you got 15.8 grams of shit in each scoop of that, and that's not including creatine. There's no creatine in this. So the fact that they packed this thing with ingredients, like I love huperzine A. I know it's a little thing, but I love that ingredient. That's in here for the focus. I feel like they really packed a lot in here at the $50 price point, because you're getting 30 servings. So that puts you at under $2 a serving for an upper end pre-workout, which to me, from what I've seen and what I've had, that is actually really, really good. I'm very impressed with it. The only thing that's going to keep me from giving it a perfect value, to be perfectly blunt, is those lower ratings in terms of the taste and the performance. I think the fact that, hey, yeah, you're getting a lot for your money, but you're not necessarily getting the best tasting pre-workout, and it's not the best performance of your life. So I would say very, very strong value, very, particularly for the mid to upper range. If that's the kind of pre-workouts that you're looking for, would be a good one to try to get you some volume of workouts that are going to be solid and lasered in. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate Steel Charged AF a 4.8 in terms of overall value. But now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's aggregate all these scores together and let's find out what Steel Charged AF gets on a scale of 0 to 5 on the real scale. So starting off with taste, we had a 3.7 and a 4.1 mix to create a 3.9 in terms of taste. We have a 4.5 in terms of performance. We have a solid 5 in terms of crash, and a very solid 4.8 in terms of overall value to the pre. So adding all of these together, putting them in there, putting them in the magic reel shaker, shaking that shit around. Yeah, do with that what you will. We're going to go ahead and give Steel Charged AF an overall rating of, ta-da, 4.55. Now that doesn't quite take a podium spot for Steel Charge, but it is knocking on the door. And I gotta tell you, I was really, really impressed with this one. I think if they get their flavors in check, and I mean, I don't know what more you would do for the performance. Maybe it was just a little off for me, but it was very, very damn good and a very solid value for what you're getting. So highly recommend this one by Steel. I personally was not expecting to be blown away by this, and I was quite blown away, particularly in terms of the crash. You don't get one. In fact, it's the opposite. You are productive as hell. All that to say, 4.55, very respectable rating for Charged AF by Steel. We actually have another one in Steel coming down the pipeline a little bit later. But on that note, I need you. I need you all real ones. I need you, my wasted crew. I need all of you. I need that dark side energy flowing this way. Let me know in the comments. What pre do you want me to try next? What would you like to get the real treatment so that you can get a no bullshit, honest review of the pre-workouts that you care about? Let me know in the comments below, or hit me up on social media. Yeah, you know where to find me. I'm the same everywhere, so I'm easy to spot. That does it for this episode of Real Pre-Workout Reviews. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. As always, stay real.